I am gonna say something very controversial. I do not want Asriel to be with Elaine. Hi, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's video is so exciting for me. Today's video is going to be about every single one of the books that's coming out that I'm excited for this 2026. And also, what am I doing in preparation for said books that are coming out? First and foremost, by the time that you watch this video, this book is already going to be out. It's The Ballad of the Fallen Dragons. It actually came out today. Today is Tuesday, the day that I'm recording this. But to prepare for this, I am reading When the Moon Hatched, and I'm hooked. I literally started it yesterday and I'm already like 75% done. The plot twist, the scenes, the characters, the oh my goodness, I don't know what is it about books that have like the amnesia trope, like when the characters don't remember their past or don't remember like important things, that gets me hooked every single time, because you're just not going to be expecting the plot twist when they let you know that they have amnesia, or when they let you know like we used to be lovers or something like that. So I'm very excited. I'm very excited for this book. I am about to finish this one today, and maybe I should go later today and buy the second book so I can just continue reading it. The second book that I'm most excited for is the second book for Meadow Slinger. I haven't read this book per se, but I've seen so many reviews about this book and I'm so excited to read it. This one comes out in June 2nd, if I'm not mistaken. So what I'm gonna be doing before May is done, I'm gonna be reading this book just so I can continue reading it when the other one comes out. And I'm very excited for this book because it's romantasy, and if you know me, you know that I love romantasy. So the next two books are kind of like romance books, the first one being Yes Chef and the second one being Trope Sick. I've seen so many reviews about those two books, especially Trope Sick, so I don't know what to expect. I'm very excited, and I think I'm gonna love it too much. From what I know, supposedly it's a romance. It's just contemporary romance, so I'm very excited to see, like, actually this year has a lot of romance releases, so I am having the time of my life. Fantasy and romance, and so many TV adaptation of books and movie adaptations of books. I'm hooked. Also, if you are an avid reader, tell me, would you prefer TV adaptations or movie adaptations? I honestly think TV adaptations are the best. I finished watching the Off Campus series. There were some things that changed, but I still loved it nonetheless. I feel like if somebody who has never read the books watches the show, they're gonna go want to read the books and it's gonna be even more hooked. But I think TV adaptations are gonna win every single time. Why? Because it lets you into more invitation to get to know the characters, to get like to submerge yourself in the universe of the book, and I feel like it's more worth it. I rather watch a whole TV show like Fourth Wing for like, I don't know, a cumulative time of 2 weeks than just watch a 1 hour movie, you know? Like, that's just my opinion. I don't know. Well, what do you think? Leave it in the comments, or just what do you think? One of the releases in September, which I'm most excited for, is The Night and the Moth, book number 2. I'm not even going to try to pronounce it because my accent is just gonna butcher it, but I am so excited. I haven't read these books, but again, I've seen so many things about this book that I'm just gonna dive into it. I might read it, honestly, I might read it in August, just so I like having continuations of books. So for example, if book number 2 is coming out in 2 days, I rather read book number 1 right now so I can finish it by the time book 2 is out, and then I read it. That's literally the same thing that I did with Direbound and Furybound. So I waited to read Direbound until literally 2 days before Furybound was out, and I binged Furybound the day that I released, and I started reading it, and yeah, I finished it in like a day and a half, and now I have to wait a whole nother year for the third book to be out and be completed. And that's one of the things that I don't like about reading new things, because it's like uncompleted and that's a completed series. I don't want to be waiting 3 whole years for the trilogy to be completed. Like, I want to be submerged all from the get-go. September, it's a big month for me. Not only I'm gonna get the book number 2 for this book, but I'm also gonna get Tempest as the first adult book from Victoria Aviar. I love Victoria Aviar. I actually started following her book like before I actually read her books. I started following her because I saw her on TikTok. I'm like, she's an author. And then I'm like, she's the author of Red Queen. What are we talking about? I started reading, first I started reading Realm Breaker and I loved it. And it's kind of young adult. Yes, it's kind of like, oh, I want to see more of the characters. I want to like, because young adult have a type of writing romance that you're like, I can't believe you're just giving me breadcrumbs and I'm eating up every single time. I know it's her first auto book. I know it's gonna have romance. I know it's about pirates. I'm just so excited. You guys don't know what like it's happening through me. And obviously before I read Tempest in September, I want to read Victoria's entire discography of books. But I started reading Realm Breaker. I'm in Blade Breaker right now, I believe. And then right before, I should be reading them in August. I'm gonna try to read them starting July, but I want to read the Red Queen series because I'm not gonna be reading nothing that's not the original. If you know, you know. We don't support plagiarism. So I'm gonna stick with the original Red Queen, and that's what I'm gonna be reading. And I'm so excited. I don't know what to think. I've seen reviews, I've seen a lot of people getting art. I've entered so many giveaways for the Tempest arc. I've won exactly 0 of all of them, but I am excited nonetheless, and I'm very happy because I cannot wait to have that book in my hand and read it. Because every single time I see a blog of somebody reading the arc of Tempest, they're always saying like, wow, this book is gonna change your life. I want my life to be changed with that book. Now, September and October, it's kind of gonna be like a big month for me because we have the Fourth Wing book that's coming out that we do not know what it is. We don't know if it's a novella. We do not know nothing about this. But the way that Onyx Storm ended up, I need answers. Yeah, because it's taking me actual willpower for me not to think about the ending of Onyx Storm. If you have not read Onyx Storm, you might have to skip the next 10 seconds that I'm gonna say. But what the frick was that ending? And who is gonna be Venom now? Where's the cure of the Venom? What's going on? It's Violet gonna step into her villain era? I really hope so. Because she has to go get her man's like what the heck is happening, guys? I did not sign up to be heartbroken as part of this fandom. I did not sign up to get my entire life like just ripped out of me, cry, bawl my eyes out, and then put it back together. No. If something happens to Satan Ryerson, I don't know how to explain this, but I'm gonna go to war anyway. Now for the month of October. This month is really big as well because book number 6, yes, book number 6 of Akatar is coming out. And if you know me, again, if you know me, you know that I love Akatar, and Akatar was one of the first book series that I read, and I was like, okay, yeah, I love fantasy. But yeah, Akatar 6 is coming out. We don't know who is it about. We don't know the cover. We don't know anything about it. We don't know the title. We don't know nothing. But I have my theories. And if you have your theories, if you haven't read Akatar, now it's the time to start reading it. And tell me your theories. I am going to say something very controversial. I do not want Asriel to be with Elaine. And I am so sorry, but that's gonna be too cliche. And I'm so sorry, but I don't want them to be together. Like, Elaine can be with Lucian. They're cutesy, you know, they're like them. I just want Astral to be happy. I feel like everybody's got their partners, everybody's been happy, everybody's like living the time of their life. What about Astral? What about my boy Astral? Give him some love, please. But yeah, I'm also very scared for that because I don't want nobody dying. I don't want nobody going through unnecessary journeys. Don't take any risks, please. I I don't know what's up with authors that they make us fall in love with so many characters and I don't know where they just delete them. Please, please. Sarah, Rebecca, please Don't delete anybody from the plot. Make sure everybody's happy. We just want to see them happy, okay? Thank you. Now, November is my month. So, if you know me, you know that I've literally not shut up about Starside. Actually, I'm gonna get the copy. I literally have not stopped talking about Starside. Rightfully so. I love this book so much. Alex, this book turned you into one of my favorite authors. I don't know what else to say. Perfect enemies to lovers, perfect plot twist, execution, everything. And she literally dropped this book less than 2 months ago. Yeah, less than 2 months ago. And book number two is already announced. It's already coming out this year, November 17th, if I'm not mistaken. What are we talking about? Stormside is coming out, and I'm so excited. You cannot you cannot pay me enough because to not theorize, because I am literally so excited about this books. And if you already read this book, you know that it ends in such a cliffhanger that you're like, what? What? And that's why I'm so excited for this book to be a second book. I'm so excited. And I obviously, by the time that this book comes out, I'm gonna be rereading Starside just so I can pick up extra all that stuff. But I still have so many notes, so many things. And I've seen a couple of TikToks of people saying that this book is trash. Just punch me in the gut for that. Like, what are we talking about? But I guess everybody has their own opinions and preferences. I personally rated this book 6 stars and I loved it. So now I cannot wait for Stormside. And if you want a video on the theories that I have and what I think about this book, let me know in the comments, because I can go pretty in detail about my theories. I can go pretty in detail about everything that this book made me go through. Also in November, we're getting the third book for Fae and Alchemy series, which is Quicksilver Brimstone. I'm so excited. I binge read these books. I'm pretty sure I did this in a readathon, and I binged them so much. Now, Kingfisher, I love Kingfisher. Kingfisher, like, he reminds me of my man, you know? I love Kingfisher. And I love the series and I love the side characters. I like I am so excited. I'm so happy. If you have not read Quicksilver and Brimstone, I highly suggest that you read them. I rated this book 5 star each. And I'm pretty sure this was almost like a 6 stars for me, because the way that I read these books in one sitting needs to be studied. I might reread at least the second book. I don't know if I will reread the two books before the third comes out, but I'll at least reread the second book. Even though this book is very present in my mind currently, I'm always making theories. I'm always like thinking what could happen next and what's gonna happen. But yeah, I don't want anything happening to my babies. And this book was left in such a cliffhanger also, because now in the book industry and editors and writers and everybody, why are we leaving every single book in a cliffhanger? You guys, as a reader, I cannot take it. As a reader, I am scared. And as a reader, I need us to hurry up in the publishing process, because if you're gonna leave me in a cliffhanger for over 3 years, over a year, it's gonna cost me. It's gonna mentally cost me, because I'm theorizing, because I am constantly thinking about it, because I'm constantly worrying. So please, please don't stop cliffhangers, please. Now, literally, as I'm telling you this book got pushed back on the release date. So it's not gonna be 2026 anymore. It's gonna be 2027. And it's Cardinal Rule. Yeah, by List 40. It's her new series, or her new sports series. I'm very excited for this because I discovered List 40 with the Windy City series. And honestly, I love the way that she writes fictional men. I love the way that she writes romance. I love the way that it's simple, but at the same time is captivating. I am so excited, but now it got pushed back to 2027, which is their brand new series. I'm pretty sure this one's gonna be about football, and this one has characters from this past series, from the Windy City series, from like actually the last book, which is Rewind It Back. And for this, what I'm doing, I think I might not do anything because I already read the Windy City series, and it's not necessarily that the character from the new books are gonna be like, they don't have a lot of, I guess, protagonism in the books. So it's not necessarily for me to actually reread them to see clues and stuff like that. I feel like that's more towards fantasy. But yeah, and since we're now talking about 2027, I'ma just say Alcatraz number 7, we're getting in January. So I guess I'm gonna have to do my rereading of Akatar, something that I love. I've actually think that I've reread Akatar about 2 or 3 times. Yeah, and every single time I enjoy it. Every single time I eat it up. Every single time I love Cassian. I love my bad boys. So that's just the way that it is. That's just what's going on. Now, this list might grow depending on what I read. Obviously, new series, new books that I read that might be coming out, might be getting announced for this year. But for now, those are my like top 10. I'm pretty sure there were 10, or I think a little bit more. But those are my top releases and everything that I'm doing to make sure that I get to enjoy it as much as I can. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this video today. Um, Leave a comment, like it, subscribe, everything that you have to do. You know what to do. I love you so much for watching this video. If you have not already followed me, make sure you follow me on TikTok. It's going to be Serena's Read. Make sure you follow me on Instagram. It's going to be Serena's Read. I'm trying to get more active on Instagram. Am I going to be able to do it by the time this video is out? I don't know, but I'm trying. So just follow me, subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you on the next one. Bye.